this is it, man. This is the final part in my second part of the upcoming movie review. Second chapter was just the war sagas I grew up on, was the Vietnam War movies during my childhood, and I dedicate this movie to the Vietnam War veterans, and of course my dad was also a Vietnam War vet that he served also, and rest in peace to him too, and also the Vietnam soldiers that died in the war also. So rest in peace to them and respect to them who died and survived the war. Anyway, I gotta use DVD of Platoon. I know this is a slip cover, but it ain't came with no slip cover. Like I said, it's a used DVD, and it's like a 2-disc version. And I think this is the 20th anniversary edition of Platoon. And special features disc 1 features the film audio commentaries in 2 parts with the director and military advisor. Disc 2 special features, which I'm gonna see next, by the way. The special features disc. Never before seen deleted scenes, documentaries creating the Nam, One War, Many Stories, War Wounds, The Legacy of Platoon, Snapshot in Time, tour of the Inferno preparing for Nam, and trailer, gallery, and TV spots. And the movie is rated R and 120 minutes. What I'm trying to say, this movie is pretty much close to 2 hours. And wow, how epic this movie was, man. A lot of stars. You got cameos from Johnny Depp. You got cameos from Tony Todd himself. Yes, the horror icon Tony Todd is also in this movie. You know, Tom Bergen. I don't know how to say his name, but when you see his face, you know who he is. He's been in a lot of movies. Like I think he was the guy who was in the Substitute series and the Sniper series also. Yeah, Tom Bergen. Tom Bergen. I gotta say, let me see if I can say his name right. Tom Bergen. Anyway, plus we got the Willem Dafoe, of course, icon. Charlie Sheen, who's like he's like the lead actor in the movie. And to me, the movie has a lot. Oh yeah, Forrest Whitaker. There's a lot of Keith David, like a lot of popular actors in this movie that you see in their younger days back then, but you see how popular they are now in their own right. The movie just starts straight up to the war. You know, it's like we got Charlie Sheen who comes down. His character, he's like a young recruit. He got into a platoon with these military troops. They go on different missions, and you got like these 2 sergeants. Ellis, played by Willem Dafoe's character, and you got Barnes, played by Tom Bergener. You know, and they're both like 2 sergeants, like in this platoon. Like they have the different methods of how they handle in the war. You know how they take of the mission. You know, like Tom Bergener's character, Barnes, like he's more aggressive. Ellis, he's like he obeys he goes by the law. You know, make sure we have to be aggressive, but we're doing it the right way. You know, and Tom Bergener's like, hey, Barnes is like he does it a little bit out of his way. You know, you got Charlie Sheen who's seeing what's going on. He's learning as a young recruit, and then you see him develop as a brave soldier. You know, he could kind of like take charge if he wanted to. And I like how character development is in this movie, how the soldiers interact, and how they have their differences, especially when you get to the village scene when Tom Berger's character raided this village because they could be like undercover Vietcong soldiers. They could find weapons, and he's forcing these villagers to talk. You know, like, oh, you're a Vietcong, pretty much. Like, what are you doing with all these weapons? And, you know, so people in the village getting disrespected, the village getting tortured, people getting killed, you know. And like Willem Dafoe's character, who's the other sergeant, hated Bond's method, how he did it. You know, he did like illegal killing that was wrong. So they started duking it out, and they got separated. So Bonds hated Ellis for it, and Ellis don't like Bonds for how his methods is. And later in the movie, you realize that one of the main general, the sergeant, wanted like a report, and Bonds got kind of scared, like he knew that Ellis gonna talk, you know, like this could get him to like in jail, military jail time, pretty much, if they find out how his methods are towards this village, pretty much. And I mean, no spoilers, of course. Like I don't want to spoil anything for epic movies like this, you know. But you'd be surprised at what Barnes does to Ellis later on in the movie, and then you get Barnes pretty much taking full lead, and Charlie Sheen's character, he found out the truth, how what really happened. He gets pissed off, you know, but you know he gotta deal with it, and then like I say, pretty much you got all these. Pretty much it's like trying to survive, you know, in different missions though, while how these characters interact. Um, all in all, there was one scene when, let me give you one scene that I liked it when they were having good times. You know that they were like an underground bunker, and they like to smoke weed and stuff. I mean, they like to have a good time too. You got your good time moments in this movie. Um, I like Keith David's character, who's like him and Charlie Sheen are like pretty much good friends in the movie, you know, and it was pretty cool. Let me just say, Platoon is a really good movie, epic soundtrack too. By the way, if you haven't seen it yet, this is a must see. Go get it. Go get the 20th anniversary edition if you could. I mean, I got it cheaper, and I guess you get it cheaper too. Anyway, peace.